Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 with some very silly racing for you. We've got jelly cars. Now this time around we've got everybody running standard steering because we figured out last time that it kind of broke it. 3 of us run sim steering and they were much better, much easier to control. If you haven't seen a jelly car before, you're in for a treat. This is a specially tuned vehicle. We're using the GMC Jimmy for this one, but it can be done on any high-riding truck. It's basically built in such a way that if you corner heavily, it will fall over. The setup is specifically designed for this to fall over, and it is most effective in the rain. I can go into a long spiel about how it works. It works way better in the rain than any other condition. These will drive fairly normally, like they track in a straight line and everything, but as we go around these corners, if you steer too hard, as Rusky has demonstrated, they will fall over, and Gliska is gone as well. I'm glad we're in ghost mode. Now these are 545 horsepower trucks, so they have got a lot of straight line speed in them. However, of course, cornering their own slick tyres. So with the slick tyres, the little downside of the slick tyres, of course, are slightly iffy in the rain. However, the rain has to be here to allow the vehicles to fall over. There's a weird Forza force that prevents vehicles from falling over in the dry. It doesn't stop them completely, but it restricts them. Now, in fact, Liam, if you want to go around the outside, by all means try it. It just means if I fall over, I roll into you and we both go down. Liam's having a look to the inside. Is he going to... Whoa, I can't carry that much speed into there. We will fall over. We're going to bounce and do a wheelie. Liam's going to have a look up the inside. Oh, Liam's gone. Lado's gone. Ewan is now into second. Oh, dear. Oh, no, Liam's into second. Ewan must have fallen over. I actually was happy to let Liam have the inside there a little bit because I figured Liam was going to overdrive it into that corner. Liam was going to run in there way too hard and get into trouble. Now, the trick with this in some ways is to be slow in the corners because it's when you're on full lock that's when you have problems. If you leave it on full lock for any length of time, it wants to roll over. In fact, if you leave any amount of steering lock on for any length of time, it just wants to fall over. So I am very much flicking the analog stick here, trying to... I mean, we need to get the vehicle turned through these corners, of course we do, but we're trying to not do so much that we upset it. I mean, like the hairpin, for example. I'm really slowing it down here, and then we can jump on the throttle again out the other side. We had a few hairy moments on the first lap. We've calmed it down for this second lap. I mean, it feels slow and it feels counterintuitive in some ways when we saw everyone fall over there last time around. Liam is probably going a little quicker than us, and this is the thing you find with the jelly car racing. A vehicle in second is going to be going faster because they're going to be pushing it more. They're going to be more aggressive in trying to catch up because they've got less to lose. I have everything to lose and nothing to gain as such for going too quickly here. I mean, I guess the main gain is Liam's gone over, and bounced off the wall. So if you do fall over, you want to land on your wheels. You don't want the really long reset period here. Oh, hello. We bobbled horribly there. Truck got very upset over a bump. We managed to catch it all in time, though. Gliska's now up to second. Amy is third. We have got a nice, sensible lead here. We shall continue to just not do anything stupid, really. I mean, we have the advantage, of course, is that we're not under any immediate pressure. Sometimes that makes it worse. Sometimes that makes it worse here, because if I make a mistake, it's really stupid almost. We have no reason to push crazy. I mean, the plus point is we've got such a big lead that if I feel like we're risking... I'm not really having to risk that much in my driving here. Which I'm going as quick as I can safely at the moment. Now, sometimes you get caught out by this. What you think is safe is not actually safe. We can run at 125 miles an hour down into this first corner as long as we coast our way through. That was actually a faster lap time. I do think the cars behind are going quicker than I am, but they're going to run out of laps to catch me, so as long as we don't fall over, can we lap Rusky or Mute up ahead? That is the question here. No, don't get carried away with that battle. That is a completely frivolous thing to be trying to do. There's literally nothing to gain from it, and all the risk of me falling over. There are a couple of ways you can try and negate the tendency to roll One of the things you might see some people trying is to slide the car into corners. If the vehicle is sliding across the road, it doesn't grip in the same way, it doesn't get the same grip roll effect. It can work. It's difficult to do consistently though, and I've never been a fan of it particularly. I found it less consistent, not really worth it. We have had, I mean, it's been a little bit of a slow and steady race in places from me. It was, yeah, the final couple of laps really were just about, don't do anything dumb. Don't do anything stupid, and we will be able to cross the line, and we will take a victory. We don't get fastest lap. Amy gets the slightly faster lap. Gliska not far away. Liam was also quicker, as we were to be expecting, really. Lado may well come home in fourth with this one. I think Lado may have gone for the approach as well of just don't roll. Just, I say don't. It's a lot easier said than done, but of just kind of calming it down. We'll see if... nope. Only 3 vehicles finish. We're off to a good start with the jelly car. You know it's a good jelly car when only 3 vehicles can make it across the finish line. We head to the Cathedral Circuit for our next race. Actually, I'm not quite sure what the tunnels are going to be like with this, because, I mean, physics speaking, they should be dry, right? Because, I mean, the rain shouldn't get there out of the entrance bit, but I don't know what on earth the game is going to count them as. Either way, this is likely to be a bit of a nasty circuit. It's kind of faster than our previous track. There's some high-speed corners, and high-speed corners, I think, are where the biggest risks are for this vehicle. For any jelly car, really. Lots of high-speed corners are a problem. And this has got quite a few... This has got some high-speed stuff that's very narrow as well, just to make life difficult. There's some awkward walls and that kind of things to catch out the unawares, and some curbs as well to help lift the vehicle up onto its side, because it really needs that little bit of help in terms of the falling over. Oh dear, I have been a little bit brave. I've been a little too brave. Okay, we don't reset. Yep, that was too ambitious from me there. We chucked the car in with a lot of speed. Well, these are going to roll in the tunnel, as Ewan has just found out. And Ewan ends up pointing the wrong way in front of me. Mute's gone over as well. There is another bouncing truck. We're up to 7th, so that speed beast falling over on the outside. It is. I can't turn in much more than that, because any more and I was going to fall over. We kind of bailed on the corner. Thank God for ghost mode there. We will try desperately not to fall over through here. I'm just waiting to come around the corner. I mean, it is kind of thankful that stuff goes into ghost mode, because if we come around a corner and suddenly find an upside-down truck, well, I don't know if Lado rolled there, or whether Lado just visited some scenery at that section. Could have been any, could have been all of the above. We are hopefully going to get a good run on the exit, and we will put ourselves up a position. We're into 5th. It's been a good recovery drive. I mean, 2nd place is actually not all that far away. We were carrying a lot of speed over there, which was, I mean, there was a risk. A lot of what I've been doing here has been, I mean, we're taking a lot more risk this time than we did in that first race, because, well, we had such a terrible start. We actually lean on Amy a bit there. That gave me a smidge bit more confidence to get on the power. Chris is gone. Chris is still having a crash. That did not go into ghost mode quickly for me, so we didn't quite get the pass completed that we were looking to. Liam's fallen over and is out of the lead of the race. It's now Gliska that leads the way here. We're trying to be brave around the outside. Didn't quite work. Lado is still with us there in 4th place. So this is the battle. Let's see, the battle for the lead. It's a little bit of the breakaway group. Certainly the top 3 with Lado close behind. If we manage to mess it all up, and then it's a little bit more spread out further back. We're still having a look for what would be a fairly sensible overtake on Amy. We're not quite finding one there though. We try and get on the power at the front end, wanting to lift up through there. We might get to the exit or to the inside there, and we will take 2nd place. Oh, away. It's a narrow section of track there for GMC. See, I actually want it to be a little faster through there. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. We're going to have a look to the inside, and this time we make the space. We find a GMC-sized space, and we fire the Liberator, if you like, here through it. Oh, let's get up onto the side, recovers it, gets away with that one. Oh, not that one. That is an over, and that is an out. Well, not quite out. It is an over. We had to bail on that one. That really was throw the truck in the wall or we're falling over sort of a moment. Thankfully, We weren't going too fast, so I had time to get it to the wall before it fell over. Now, we have got to not succumb to the pressure of now leading the races. It is much easier to chase with these vehicles. Much easier to chase. You can get a good idea of the sorts of speed people are getting away with when you're the following car. When you're the leader, well, I'm the guinea pig now. I don't know. I don't know how much speed I can take through here on my own. I feel like I could have gone faster than the cars went through here last lap around, but I have no sort of benchmark to judge it on. We have had a good lap here. Liam's recovered back to third from a tumble out of the lead early on. In fact, Liam is flying, but Liam might have fallen over while trying. That is always a difficult game. You push too hard, and you run the risk of falling over. That almost went, and Amy's gone. That is a second place truck now. We really just have to do nothing stupid. Yeah. Just back it off a little bit here. Just make sure we don't roll. Don't think we've got any threat from Liam particularly. Liam may get fastest lap of the race. However, has tumbled over one too many times. And we had a roll at the start. We did well to recover from said roll. And yeah, having got the lead, almost pissed it away on this final lap. Thankfully, the times where I've almost tipped over have been moments where I've been running wide, so I've been right up against the wall anyway. So we got a little bit lucky with all of that. It's victory number 2 for us. Oh, I don't think we'll get fastest lap this time around. I expect Liam to have taken that one, and indeed Liam does. Actually, Gliska goes even faster at 106.6, but both of them took tumbles while in the lead of the race. Oh dear. Chris gets 4th ahead of Amy, who ends up down in 5th. Lado was running well for a while, fell down the order. Looks like Rusky, Speed Beast, Lado, and then Mutes will finish off the lead order. If they make more vehicles finish this time around, more vehicles are going to make it to the finish at least. In fact, we've doubled the number of finishers for this one, so there's progress on that front. We head to another fast circuit. Well, traditionally a fairly fast circuit here. I quite like this track. I've grown to like this track, I should say. These might be a pain around here. We've got some very, very quick corners that we will not be able to take quickly. We simply won't be able to take these corners quickly. So it's going to be about finding the limit of what these cars can do. These silly, wacky vehicles will do. And then once you do kind of get close to that limit, it's about trying to minimise the amount of mistakes. That's why we've been doing well, is that I have been able to make fewer mistakes with the jelly car here. Now, one thing you might see a little bit, grass cutting going on from these. On the dirt and on the grass, you will roll less. You will 100% be rolling less down here. So you might see vehicles, if things start going wrong, trying to actually get onto the grass. Not saying you can't roll, as Liam is desperately trying to prove at the moment. Oh, Ewan's got over and taken Blakey with them, I think that was. Yeah, that's the other thing. Oh, Chris is gone directly alongside us. I thought about having a dive at the inside of Liam there. Thought better of it. Amy leads the way from Gliska. We have Ollie in 3rd. We're going to try sneak up the inside of Liam. We will make that one work. Thank you very much. Right. Now, let's go chasing after this front group. We're coming up to a very fast part of the circuit, or what would traditionally be a very fast part of the circuit. I mean, we're still doing 70 miles an hour in the corner. That's still quite a lot of speed for a vehicle here. At the end of the day, it's just, if you go too... It's just finding, that line, where if you suddenly ask a little bit too much of it, you're going to be in a world of pain. Amy's wobbling that about all over the place, but keeps it together. We are not going to be able to find a way around the outside there. That's fine. We're going to have a look. Oh, it's all got stacked up in front. Gliska had a wobble. Ollie had to check up. I had a great run, but I had to check up as well. We're all under brakes there. Ollie's up onto the side. It's 3 wide in jelly cars with Ollie up onto 2 wheels, and we're gone. We're gone in the middle of that. Oh, we do recover it onto our wheels. That was an absolutely mad little sequence. Oh, Ollie fell over in that too. I think Liam might have had an issue. Liam's slow, so I think 3 of us fell over. Yeah, I think we were trying to go 3 wide a little bit too much in jelly cars, and ultimately we paid the price. I got a little carried away in all of that. trying to make spectacular passes work, and, well, funnily enough, they did not. Don't regret trying it. Would have been a hell of a pass if we'd made it stick. Sadly, we did not quite make that happen. So it's Amy versus Glisker at the front. Now, we've had a pretty big off there. Liam has gone for an excellent tumble up ahead. Don't know where that's going to end up. Oh, dear. He just found a way around the back there. That was one of those annoying ones, is that I was kind of committed to the corner, and I was thinking Liam was going to be ghost mode, and they weren't, and then I had to just go for a line, and I thought I could hold it. Oh no, that's turning way too fast through there. What am I doing? I'm now trying too hard. This is the other thing that's really easy to do. When you screw up with jelly cars, when you're trying to recover from that screw up, it's really easy. I think Ollie's doing a similar sort of thing. Liam's had an issue. It's so easy to overdrive. These cars are the worst thing in the world. You cannot overdrive them. The second you start overdriving them is the second you fall over and lose a heap of time. And it's really difficult when you're trying to make up. We've got a huge gap to the leaders. We're not catching them. Third might be possible if Speed Beast makes a mistake. But yeah, you overdrive these, the tiniest little bits, and it's falling over. But of course you want to push harder because you've lost a whole heap of time. It's a very fine balance. It's a very, very fine balance. Ewan's had a big bobble there. It's just trying to tell your brain, don't... Like, you've got to push, but don't actually push like you would a race car. It's a whole different sort of ball game, this one, racing the jelly cars. We are on the outside of a Ewan, and I don't really want to be too wide up here. Someone's going to have to yield. Who is going to yield? In the end, we braked a little bit later than Ewan. We're a little braver on the way in there, and we will take the 4th place. Ewan is up onto 2 wheels. Good save. Good catch. Now, we've got a lap to try and chase down Speed Beast. On sheer pace alone, I don't think we can do it. I was a little cautious there. So we're... It's difficult. I want to push really hard to try and catch Speed Beast. Don't need to. Speed Beast has fallen over. I was about to say, on sheer pace alone, I don't think we can catch, so maybe we don't. Ewan's gone big time as well there. So we kind of don't want to push like crazy, because you run the risk of falling over, of course. And you run the risk of falling over for something that you know is basically impossible. However, as it's happened, Speed Beast has made the mistake on their own, and now we can, just as long as we're going quick enough to keep Ollie behind, we might be able to salvage a podium out of this one. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself. We made a mistake, and then we made it 10 times worse by keeping making mistakes. But me, Ollie, and Liam all basically did the same thing in that one. We were right with the lead group. Glisker and Amy done a good job of not making those mistakes, essentially. Our lap times will probably be faster, because we have been pushing hard, but we have made too many errors. Yeah, I'm looking out for... for Ollie. Definitely quick in that pink truck behind us. Is closing, is up onto 2 wheels and wobbling. I have that unenviable task of trying to go fast enough just to keep hold of my podium spot, but not so fast that we fall over. Ollie was a bit braver through there than I was as well. Yeah, I think Ollie's going to beat our lap time. But we hold on to 3rd. Bloody hell. Oh, yeah, a little annoyed at myself. The top 2 are actually going pretty damn fast, I have to say. Speed Beast gets fastest lap of the race, though. 17.3 from that, but could only end up 6th. And that time we had 7 finished. It's improving every time. The improvements are coming. Eventually. We head on to our final race. Hopefully we can have a nice clean run around here. I'm not really expecting that we will, but I can live in hope, pretty much. Yeah, this is another fairly fast track, the Arch. So, well, it's not... It is a relatively fast track. It's got quite a lot of these medium speed corners, and I think medium or higher speed corners, and that's where these are going to have trouble. The lower speed corners, I think you can actually get away with a little bit better. There's a little bit less danger almost with a lot of the lower speed corners. You might be on the steering lock for longer, but you're going a lot slower through them. So it's slightly more manageable. That's a big flip for a pink truck. It's gone, it is over, and it is out of there. We are late on the brakes. Glisker's even later than we are. In fact, this is going to get a good line through there, actually. I mean, these things are actually not too bad to drive. They're just very violent on the rolling when they go. I have built worse than this. We've had worse than this in previous Forza games. I mean, they're very spectacular when they do decide they've had enough of staying on their wheels. Very spectacular. But up until that point, they're actually not the worst thing in the world to drive. That's a humongous accident on the outside. That was Liam going over in front of the whole pack. It has put me up to second. Ollie leads the way. I was hoping to see a pink truck on its roof as we come around this corner. That length of corner there at that speed is the horrible kind. Mute was up against the wall and backwards. This final corner here is also not a fun thing. You want to kind of straight line it as much as possible. This has got through there quickly. Right, it's not an insurmountable lead that Ollie has got here. This is a tough corner as well for the trucks. You want to be quick through there, but you don't want to fall over. The quicker you go, the greater the chance of falling over. Ollie was very early on the brakes for here by the looks of it. We are going to close in a little bit. Gliska is still there, not quite sure what line they found. They found a line through there. I've never seen the vehicle so low on the inside of that. Probably just avoiding some rolling. Now, I definitely saw a pink truck up onto two wheels. It wasn't quite going over. That might have gone. That has gone, in fact. I don't know where it's going to bounce down. I was very slow through the chicane because I didn't want to come out of that corner with all the speed in the world and nowhere to go because there was a rolling truck directly in front of me. We are going for the cautiously approach. Gliska's having a look to the inside there. You can try that. It might work. However, yeah, I didn't particularly want to go for that much speed there. We're still having a look. Ollie's had a big wobble and smacked the wall on two wheels there. We will fire ourselves along here, but I'm going to probably be a little bit more cautious into turn one because I do not want to fall over. We bobbled the grass. We will again we'll defend the inside a little bit up here. If this wants to make a pass, you can try go around the outside. Oh dear. Or you can just wait for me to fall over, and we have gone. Ah, god damn it. It's annoying. I'm very annoyed at myself there. Should have been better. Should have been way better than that. That's a foolish mistake. The annoying bit is I stopped the truck from rolling. Ewan has... Oh, I curbed it. Don't hit the curb. Oh, thank you. Perfect. We bounced and landed in front of Ewan from our little roll. Ewan had... Yeah. I'm annoyed at myself there because I stopped the truck from rolling, but I didn't want to go into the wall, so I tried to go back onto the steering and then made the truck roll a second time. Don't clip the curb, because that really will give them trouble. Ewan's gone over it again. God damn it. We are locked. I mean, unless the leaders fall over a lot, which is possible. We've still got a lap to go. We did so well. We did so well. We were patient. We were doing everything just about right. And then we beansed it up with one lap to go. Can Ollie find a way past Gliska? I mean, if they push each other really hard, it's possible they might both fall over and lose a lot of time. But it would have to be a big crash because I had two rolls essentially in that last lap. So it'd have to be a very big crash, I think, for me to be able to do something about it. You never say never when it comes to jelly cars. You never say never because a lot of stuff can go on between now and the end of the lap. Unfortunately, we've got to drive the absolute wheels off this in horrific conditions. We've probably driven that in a little bit too deep there. There is a roller in front of us. Who is it, is the question. Will we be able to catch them? Probably not. I'm trying to straight line this as much as I can. Don't want to wheelie. We'll just bounce it off the wall. That's fine. Wheelied it over a curb. I think it's Gliska. I think Gliska fell over on the final lap of the race, so it looks like Ollie is going to go and take victory unless we have any rollers in this final corner, which we do not. Yeah, I mean, again, disappointed in myself. Should have done better. Oh, had a very big wobble into the final corner, trying to push it a bit too hard. And again, it was pushing it a bit too hard for no real big reason because we were not going to be catching the cars ahead. Damn it. I say damn it as I get a third place. I mean, you know, half decent finishing positions, but could have and should have been much, much more than that. It looks like Speedbeast is going to get fastest lap of the race. Down there, 109.4, just beating Gliska. 4 of us finished at the end of that one. Ewan did make it across the line. That is a tough circuit, actually. That is a mean circuit. For those, that is for sure. But it is. At least we get another podium. The jelly cars, I mean, they are certainly a challenge. They are certainly a challenge. You want to have a go with this build. You can find it on my share front. It's just called Jelly Car. You can download it, have a go with it. I might put the share code in the description if I remember. If you want to have a try, mess around with this. It's not the most savage of vehicles that I've ever built in terms of a jelly car, which is sometimes makes it worse because it's kind of safely, oh crap, now it's not, sort of a thing. It has a little bit more of air of safety about it than some, which is kind of, yeah, scary as anything. But, I mean, we get the rolly-over, tumbly fun that you expect from a jelly car video at the end of the day. So, that shall be it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.